Meigovanen, and welcome to another random film review. This is my review for the Netflix Scrooge: A Christmas Carol. Um, it's a CGI film, and at the time, I did not know this, but it's a remake to, I guess, or reimagining. My guess is it's like a kind of remake to the 1970 Albert Finney film, which is I've had this one for a number of years now, and then I have the DVD that preceded this, and this one is a better quality, like sound and picture and everything. But I don't want to make this too long. I'll keep it brief. It's a musical. And that one, the film Alec Guinness is also in it as um, uh, Jacob Marley. Well, anyways, who doesn't know the story of Scrooge? So it's that same, classic Charles Dickens tale, um, and a musical. There's a few of the songs that are the same, um, maybe at least three, maybe four, something like that. Uh, I like both versions. I don't have to reiterate the whole story because everyone knows it. So I'll just kind of maybe more of compare the differences. Um, like with the songs, I start off with that. Um, the song I like Life, I think is the title. I'm not too sure of the titles, but it's the one that the Ghost of Christmas Present sings, and I prefer the original. And by the way, all of these songs were written and composed by Leslie Br- uh, Bricussy. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but sadly, this person has died. He's a British composer, but yeah. So at the end of that, there was a tribute uh, to to him. Let me just make sure of the name. It would say it here. Leslie Bricussy, Briccusse. But the song "I Like Life," I prefer it in the version in this one versus the CGI remake. I didn't like the arrangement that they did with that. They gave it like, I can remember it now, but I guess it's almost like a reggae, like a reggae hip hop Caribbean style. I didn't care for that. Um, the song the Beautiful Day, sung by Tiny Tim. To be quite honest, I prefer the animated CGI animated version over this one. When the boy was singing that song in here, I didn't like the way he pronounced wish. I didn't. I guess it's kind of hard to say wish without kind of slurring the sh. Every time he would sing it, that when it comes to that refrain, on that beautiful Christmas morning, if my wish, he would say it like that, if my wish could come true somehow. I didn't, every time, it kind of like made me cringe every time, ever since I was a boy, when I seen this, when I discovered this film. But in here, or not here, but in the animated one, it was more of like a duet with the sister, Tiny Tim and the sister, and she was playing this. I don't know what's like a harp kind of instrument, and then she kind of comes in and they harmonize together, and he just sang it like really nice, the boy together with the sister, and she's playing it, whereas in here it was like a cappella. I think maybe there was like a little ambient background music, but it didn't really stand out, not like it did in the animated one. Um, let's see now. The ending is different in this one, the Albert Finney one. You see, well, actually, this is a picture of Bob Cratchit holding Tiny Tim, so never mind that. But oh, here, okay. You look at here, and you see Albert Finney. Okay, is it gonna? How can I get it to focus? Like, what the hell? Okay, there you are. See, at the end, he's dressing up. He dressed up as Father Christmas, Santa. At the end, after he's all like excited that he was not killed by that Grim Reaper at the end, um, he asked the boy, what day is it, Christmas morning and all that. And here, he goes off, he starts singing. In fact, he even begins singing inside his dilapidated home in this one. So he's singing, I will that my story ends on a strong amen. I was able to begin again. Oh, I'm as giddy as a schoolboy, something that. And he slides down the banister of his stairs. So he's singing that song throughout. Okay, and then he goes out there, and it's almost like a reprise of almost all the songs that were throughout this film. But he kind of like does a reprise, and everyone in the town kind of gets in on it. The I Like Life song and everything, with Tom Jenkins and everything. That's like the final song. And he pays a visit to Bob Cratchit at the end, with the turkey and all the toys. And he gives Tiny Tim the carousel. I love that bit. It's so great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest. And I like the verse in that song. And if I had the bugle, I would blow it to add a sort of how's your father touch. But since I left me bugle at home, I simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. I love that. Anyways, I love that song. But it's same words, In the CGI, not a big deal, but in the live action original, Tom Jenkins is a white guy. In the CG, they made him a black guy. I don't consider that woke stuff. That's just it's not too much in your face like a lot of the stuff. How they do it too much. Like at least they didn't turn Scrooge into a female kind of thing. But let's not get into all that stuff. That's not a too big deal. But just to let you know, that some of the differences there. All in all, with the exception of the I Like Life song, I like both versions of the songs. The ones in the CG, happiness, all that is so great. And something of note for this one, when I was a boy, when it would show the younger Ebenezer Scrooge, when I was just a kid. Now, I thought they got two different people to play the old Ebenezer and then the young one. I didn't know it was all Albert Finney. I just really thought they got an old man to play it. One song that was in the live action was the song Father Christmas. Father Christmas, Father Christmas. Okay. At the beginning of the live action one, it's sung in a negative way toward Scrooge. Okay, and then at the end, during the reprise, they rephrase everything and they say it now in a positive way about Scrooge. So I love that. But that song was missing. It seemed like there's maybe a couple new ones, or at least that just weren't in the original one. I don't know, which ones exactly. If Leslie Bricusse did those new ones, I don't know. But regardless, I love overall the songs in both versions, with the exception of I like the I Like Life version, the original way it was in that 1970s film. So what else can I say? Anyways, yeah, it's very cool. I thought the Netflix Scrooge, a Christmas Carol. So it was a very nice surprise to discover that it was a sort of remake or reimagining of the 1970s film. I would give here's the thing. Let me say this, okay? For the live action one, one of my absolute favorite ones, I would give this one, to be quite honest, maybe like a 9.25 out of 10. This is like among my favorite Christmas stories to watch. The Netflix one, I would give it like an 8.5. It's Luke Evans who voices. I think he voices, but I know he sings it. He's got a very good voice. He played Gaston, right, in the live action Beauty and the Beast. He's also in Dracula Untold. Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. He took down Smaug. He played Bard, I think is his character name. But Luke Evans, he has a great voice, quite beautiful when you hear it. The only thing though in the animated one, I would have to say, when it shows him really getting into the song, sometimes the faces that is drawn to match the veracity of his voice is kind of funny, the way they animated it, but it's not a big deal. Anyways, yeah, I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10 for the Netflix animated Scrooge. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, it's been a while since I did this, like a review of something. I'm mostly doing Let's Plays, so I'm a little nervous, so I apologize for that. I hope you all enjoyed. Merry Christmas. So, okay, see ya. No, please like, comment, and subscribe, and see ya. Oh, one also little thing I wanted to bring up is, be sure to check the description box below. I'm Amazon Associates. Thank you, Kate, for teaching me how to do all these things. From Geeky K's ASMR. Thank you. If you check my link down below, and if you're interested in ordering the live-action 1970s original Albert Finney version, you click on that link I provided. I get like a little bit of money for that, so I'm like a shameless plug, but I hope that's okay. It's for pretty good price, $14.99. So yeah, only if you're gonna buy it. Okay, thanks.